What you need to do is be open to the process of discovery and realizing, this might be something inside of me that I need to grow. I believe God placed inside of us everything that we need to be able to live holy lives and accomplish everything that He has called us to accomplish and be everything that He has called us to be. It's difficult to figure out, why am I acting this way? Why do I feel this way? Welcome to the Serve One podcast. My name is Philip. I am the campus pastor here at Elevation Matthews. And if you are a part of this campus, if you are a part of this community, I am so grateful for you. I know that there's a leadership e-group we have that is consuming this content. I'm grateful for you. Come and grab me on the campus. Let me know how it is impacting you. The thing I want to talk about today is those moments in life where suddenly you feel like you've got a pit in your stomach because something happened to you or emotionally something is going on and you have no idea how to overcome that. I believe that God has given me the ability, maybe the gifting or even just the skills to be able to navigate through something like that. And I want to help you when you hit moments like that in your life. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Several months ago, I'm driving down the road and suddenly I just have that feeling. It's like ghosts that are just kind of like hanging over you and you have no idea why your shoulders are slumped and why you feel bad. Well, as I started to process through it, I remembered that earlier that day, I was late for my hair appointment. And when I arrived, my barber started treating me a little bit snippy, pun intended. And so going through the day, that started to wear on me, and I was a little frustrated, one, that he would treat me that way, but I was also frustrated that I was late because I hate to be late. And fast forward 3 hours, all of that emotion was compounding, and now I'm removed from the situation, but I feel bad because I haven't dealt with it. I don't know if you've ever been in a space like that. And Pastor Stephen this week preached a message that was so powerful, speaking to these exact things on a very deep level. Make sure that you check out that sermon on reversing your ripple. So good. But we all have moments like this where we feel something on the inside that does not feel good, yet we lack the ability to be able to diagnose what in the world is going on. Here's the danger. If we get into a moment like that and we just go through our day, the next person we see, we oftentimes are going to treat them from a place of pain and hurt because that's what's going on inside of us. And so if that happens again and again and again, and that pain compounds over and over and over, next thing you know, we go to a very dark place of depression because we are storing emotions and we're storing pain down inside of our soul, and we have no idea that what is going on, and we have no idea how to navigate past that. This is where in the scripture, James talks about looking in a mirror, seeing yourself, and then looking away and forgetting who you are. This is less speaking to activity, more so speaking to your identity. Because when you look in a mirror as a child of the Most High God, you are seeing the person that He created in His own image. We were created in the image of God. Therefore, we are powerful, we are loved, we are holy because of Him, the true rock. That's what Pastor preached about. Again, go check it out. But when we look away and we forget all of that, we operate in a way that is different than God intended for us to operate. This is where Paul says in the book of Romans that he does the things that he knows he should not do, and the things that he knows he should do, he doesn't do them anymore. He's conflicted in his soul. There's something going on, and it's difficult to diagnose. How do I navigate past that? It's difficult to figure out, why am I acting this way? Why do I feel this way? I want to give you 3 things that will help you navigate through moments like this, either at the simple level of something happened to you today and you need to be able to navigate through that, or maybe you went through something years ago and you've been carrying this depression for a long, long time, and you've got to be able to figure out how to go back to your basis, how to go back to your identity in Christ. So the very first thing that I want you to do, when you find yourself in one of those spaces where you're emotional and you just feel bad, I need you to detach from the situation. And this is extremely difficult because it's personal to us. It is our life. But over the years, I have gained the ability, the skill to be able to detach from the situation that I'm in, almost hover above it, and be able to diagnose what is going on in my life. How did I get to this place? Why am I feeling this way? You know, when your friends come to you and they start telling you a situation about their work and what's going on with them in their life, and you are not connected to it whatsoever, then you are able to give them advice, or you're able to coach them in a way about their situation because you're not connected to it. There's no emotions that are pulling you in one direction or another. You're not emotionally connected to one person or the other, and you're able to coach them in a very healthy way. I need you to be able to detach and coach yourself in the same exact way about your situation. I believe God placed inside of us everything that we need to be able to live holy lives and accomplish everything that he has called us to accomplish and be everything that he has called us to be. It's deep down inside of you, but you're going to need to emotionally detach from the situation that you're facing. The next thing that you're going to need to do is be open to discovery. When you start going down this path, you're going to dig a little bit and you're going to discover a few things about yourself that maybe you didn't know. The process of archaeology is digging down to discover what is there, not determining what is there before you find it. If you named it before you even discover it, you have no idea what's going on. And so what you need to do is be open to the process of discovery and realizing, this might be something inside of me that I need to grow. I need to get better. Part of the reason that I was frustrated later in the day was because I was late for my hair appointment. It was something that I had done, and I need to deal with that. So easy. I was able to shoot him a text and make sure that I would be on time the next time. And I have a great relationship with my barber to this day, but I needed to be willing to discover, there's something inside of me that needed to change. You also need to be willing to understand there might be something going on with that other individual in your life, or something else going on in that situation that you're unaware of currently. And when you discover that, are you willing to have grace for the other individual? Crazy situation just recently happened where I heard somebody complaining about being pulled into work. They weren't planning to, but it was a inconvenient situation and they were blaming it on the organization for pulling them into this situation. Well, when this story was being relayed to me, I had knowledge that the reason they had to call in this individual is because the person who was supposed to do the job, his father passed away. So he was no longer going to be able to be there and do the job. So yes, it was a last minute change. And yes, that could be frustrating. But when you understand, somebody is going through one of the hardest times of their life, and I actually am going to show up tonight and support them by doing the thing that they were supposed to do, that completely shifts the atmosphere, and you no longer feel bad about that situation, but you actually are doing a service. That starts to make you feel very good about your situation. The final thing that you need to do is just make a decision on what will you do with your discovery. Decide to move forward. Now, many of us can choose to stay in our pain. We can choose to stay angry. We can choose to hold on to that bitterness. But the truth is, that's the thing that was making you feel bad to begin with. I'm not saying to deny your emotions. Your emotions are markers to help you know what God's trying to do on the inside of you. Your emotions are an indication of what is important in your life. But when your emotions start to rule you, rather than you having the ability to make a decision that this is indicating something in my life that needs to change, and I'm going to make the decision to move forward. It's not going to control me, but I'm going to use it to help somebody else. When you make that decision, the pain goes away, the anxiety goes away, the stress goes away. And so as you're starting to diagnose, oh, the reason that I'm struggling in my marriage or I'm struggling in this relationship is I haven't taken the time to connect with that person, and I've been looking at them, blaming them for why are they not connecting with me, which many times that can be linked to something in my past that I haven't discovered yet. So when I go through the process of discovery, link what I'm currently feeling to the thing that I went through in the past, I now have identified it and I can decide to move forward. When you have moments of anxiety, of stress, I need you to go back. Remember that you were created in the image of a holy God. That is your identity. That is who you are. Then move past it. Decide to grow and become better. So you're going to detach from the situation. You're going to go through the process of discovery, something about them, also something about yourself, and then you're going to decide to use it for God's glory. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. I hope it's helping you. I know this one is very good in my life. This has helped me. I've started to live a much better life when I was able to diagnose these situations and move forward. God bless you. I love you.